one day and he was like, Portia, you'll never believe what I'm doing right now. And I was like, what? Mind you, this voice is very high pitched. I was like, what? He was like, I'm at a block party in Harlem and I'm dancing in the rain. I was like, okay. He was like, no, I'm literally dancing in the rain. Oh, I love life. I swear, when he said I love life, it sounded like he twirled. I can't prove that because we were on the phone, but it sounded like he twirled. Like, I love life. Like, arms completely stretched, twirling in the rain.
Married at First Sight. Wait. Married at First Sight, season 20, episode 3. I'm dancing in the rain. I would twirl, but I don't feel like twirling. I'm tired, okay? I've been up since like 4:30 cleaning up because y'all know because Janice was not feeling well this weekend. So I just laid on the couch over the weekend. So I'm a little tired. But Married at First Sight, season 20, episode 3, Nikki and Sean got married. And I know she's like, I know you're lying. I know you are lying. No, Nikki. Married at First Sight played you the same way they have played just about every high-earning woman of color on Married at First Sight. Yes, girl. Yes, they played you, okay? And so that little snippet at the beginning, if you didn't see my video yesterday, be sure to watch it and tell us who do you think the husband is on Married at First Sight, who could possibly be allegedly gay. Okay, let me know what y'all think. If you're new here, my name is Janice. Be sure to subscribe and thumbs up. We're going to do episode 3. And I actually took notes because now the weddings are over. At least so I thought. And we can get down and talk about these couples. My heart really breaks for Nikki. Like, look at this. So after the shock of this is who I'm marrying, after she says, I'm waiting for my husband. What do I do? Do I just stand here, wait for my husband? And the officiant says, Nikki, meet your husband, Sean. And she was like, I know you're lying to me. By the way, thank you for all the compliments on my hair. I'll keep it this way this week because you guys love it so much. Okay, so Nikki and Sean wedding, and they said, tell us about ourselves. And Nikki, she says, I keep trying to get better every day, like skiing. In other words, she is throwing out, Sean, the type of lifestyle she's used to and the type of lifestyle she expects to live once she is married. She says she always shows up and try, which is good. She vows to love him in big and small ways. And I absolutely love what she says. She also says she likes to go skiing. Can you afford ski trips, Sean? I don't think Nikki wrote this vow to Sean, for Sean. She wrote it for a 6'5" man making at least, how much did we say? $350,000 a year, okay? Sean says his dad called him a doctor, so he became a doctor, and Nikki got excited. Oh, she was like, oh, he's a doctor. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. At least in my head, that's how I saw her, okay? He said he believes in commitment and hard work, and dear God, did he mention physical attraction? Talking about I'm seeing from physical attraction, the most deep relationship does not come from physical attraction. Lies. Men want to be attracted to the woman. And yes, women, we want to be attracted to the men. that we are married. Also, can we please, I will do a shorts about this. Can we please stop the narrative that tall, good-looking men do not make what Nikki makes? I'm not saying my husband makes that, or I'm not saying that he doesn't make that. I'm just saying we need to stop the narrative that tall, good-looking men do not make what Nikki is looking for. However, I do agree they're not coming on Married at First Sight. And sadly, they're not marrying 46-year-old women, especially if they want to have babies. I know we want to mention Jeff. Jeff is not trying to have no more babies with his wife, okay? That's just companionship. I'm talking about a man who doesn't have any kids, high six figures. He's probably not 99% not going to marry a 46-year-old woman. How do I know? He wasn't interested in women in his age group. He wanted babies. Okay? And I'm like, Sean, why are you mentioning physical attraction? So then after they did the vows, the struggle vows, Queen Victoria, aka Queen Charlotte, did jump the broom. And I absolutely love that. I did that at my wedding. And I think it's just to remember our ancestors who could not get married legally. And so they jumped the broom, even though some people think we can get married now. So why do we jump the broom? The same reason we celebrate Black History Month and remember our history. And we celebrate our ancestors. Don't. Okay, I'm trying to be better. I'm almost 50. So after the wedding, they sat down and he said he's not going to be touchy-feely because they got married, and she was happy about that. They sat and talked, and why did I think that was the last wedding? I was like, oh, that's the last one. They're sitting and pop, Lord Jesus, there is another wedding. And I'm like, how did I forget that there was another wedding, and why did I think that was the last wedding, Nikki and Sean? And I was like, oh God, I'm tired. It was Saturday night when I was taking notes. It was Saturday evening. The two Michaels went to a birthday party, and I was just about to take my nap, and pop, there is another wedding. Devin and Caitlyn. So Devin says when people meet him, they think he's a douchebag, and then they get to know him and realize that he is a huge, big teddy bear. He is 27 years old, and he does not want to be a 30-year-old bachelor. He actually looks older than 24. I don't know what's going on with these Gen Zs and millennials. Y'all look old. But anyways, so Paul says to him that him being a rugby player, he can imagine that having a monogamous relationship is hard. He says, hopefully she works remote and she can travel with me. Which means he's a ladies' man and he can't keep it in the pants. He needs his wife here to help him to keep it in the pants at all times. But thankfully, Caitlyn works remotely. So that's good. Caitlyn works for a marketing company. She can work remotely. She loves to work, and she has a lot of hobbies that she turned into side gigs, which is good. She's doing the cycling, and she does makeup. And she said, listen to the difference between the little white girls and the little black girls. She said it has given her a lot of financial freedom. Because that's what side gigs is supposed to do, help you have extra money and give you financial freedom. So then we go over to Paul and Devin, and Paul said, describe her, and he describes a MAGA babe, and I didn't catch it at first until the people in the comments is complaining.
Sydney Sweeney, super cute, very like sparkly eyed, super like that whole like look at you and like puppy dog face. Oh my God.
I like someone who's like big and strong, like Nick Bosa, defensive end for the 49ers. Big, strong, yeah, throw you around a little bit.
I grew up with my mom.
Yes, throw you around a little bit. I like that. Throw you around. That's why I can't be with no little tiny man, honey. I need to be thrown around, thrown on the table, bend over, all that stuff. Too much information. Too much information. Why y'all mad at Devin because he wants a MAGA babe? Remember the Sweeney girl that did the blue jeans? People's mad about that. And y'all is mad that he wants somebody who is a MAGA babe? I don't understand. Why y'all mad at him? Everybody have their likes and dislikes. I absolutely love that. My guy was Boris Gojo. Yes, I love him. Okay, my guy was a mix. Throw in Barack Obama intelligence, throw in Cory Booker intelligence, throw in Boris Kojo, it's just sexy, okay, and a little bit of Morris Chestnut. Of course, I didn't get nothing of Morris Chestnut. No Morris. Morris didn't show up. Morris didn't show up, child. Okay, so physically, they seem to be a match. Devin goes on to talk about how he was raised by his mom. The daddy left him and the brother and the mom, and he doesn't have a relationship with the daddy. He and God want no relationship with the daddy because how do you just leave your children? And, he said he's not going to be leaving his children. We go back over to Caitlyn, and she says something that at first I'm like, oh, okay. But at the end of the way, when the daddy at the wedding, I'm like, this don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, Caitlyn. She says that she's been in every type of toxic relationship there is to be in. But when we get to the daddy at the wedding, he's having tantrums and heart attacks, and he's falling out, and that's my little girl, and that's my baby girl, and I can't just give him to you. And I'm like, hold up. This don't make no sense, Dad. How is it you are so involved in her life? That's your baby girl, your little girl, but she's had every kind of toxic relationship there is. Hello, I had a baby at 16. But once I got under my father, Bishop Bradshaw, Pastor Bradshaw at the time, honey, I walked a straight line because he was there to guide me on the way. So this, for me, I don't understand. I don't understand, Caitlyn and your daddy. I don't understand how you've been in every toxic relationship, but your daddy's like a hawk. Somebody's not making, somebody lying. Maybe he's showing out for the cameras. Maybe, I don't know. But y'all, this story's not adding up because there is no way he's acting like that. But then you've been in every kind of toxic relationship there is. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me.
It takes a minute.
Things I want to do different than my dad did in my relationship is definitely I don't want to see myself above my partner. I don't want to yell. I don't want to put them down. I want to be a good partner. I want to be a great partner.
I've always desperately wanted.
I love that what he said because, and you notice a lot of these people this season has parent issues. Granted, maybe most of us have parent issues. I know I definitely do have parent issues with both my mother and my father. Biological parents, I'm talking about, not my spiritual parents. But I noticed that like everybody have parents issue, okay? So here's the part with Caitlyn talking about the toxic relationship. And I forgot to mention that she used to be a teacher for a few years. A lot of teachers are dropping out. They don't want to teach these kids, honey.
I've been in pretty much every stereotypical toxic relationship that you can think of. There's been the controlling, the like cheating. And so I think the softer side is always a little bit more difficult to come out. But I would love to be able to lean into that if I felt safe enough. It takes a minute.
So yeah. So when I saw this, I said, oh, okay, a lot of young women. But then when we get to the daddy and the father's falling out, having heart attacks, I'm like, wait, that don't add up. Where was the daddy when you were in all these toxic relationships? I don't understand. Huh? You're in these toxic relationships, but you have a father who is like a hawk falling out. I can't do this. I can't. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Something's not adding up for me, and I need clarification on it. Okay. So then the experts meet to talk about Caitlyn and Devin. And Dr. Lisa said he's like the big, strong guy on the outside, but he's a gentle giant on the inside. And she loves him because he's a mama's boy. Now, mama's boy is not a bad thing. It depends, because my husband is a mama's boy. He loves his mom in a very healthy way. And it just really, really saddens me that my husband and I didn't meet earlier and his mom wasn't here longer to see little Michael. It just, like, I would love to talk to her, because little Michael, I'm like, oh my God, he is just so wonderful. And I'm just wondering, is that how my husband was? They said that Caitlyn and Devin will be able to love Caitlyn because he's a mama's boy, and he's seen his mama's, for lack of a better word, struggle, and he knows how to love a woman, and especially for someone who's had hard relationships, and that there is Paul, I'm starting to think he's a Dusty, okay? Oh, there's the healing there, and they can heal each other if they lean into each other. This idea of getting healed in marriages is just, you're not getting married to be healed, because what happens after you're healed? Do you stay with the person, or do you move on to something better? And I just do not think people who need healing needs to be getting married. Emotional healing. I think you need to go to counseling and therapy and get the help that you need, and get married. Also, you know how I feel on Ready to Love with the black men who see their mama work 55 jobs. That is their idea of a woman, okay? So if a woman is now working 55 jobs and struggling and come home, wash, cook, clean, and cook mac and cheese, fried chicken, baked chicken, collard greens every day, in his mind, that is not a good woman, because his mama was a good woman, and a good woman is a woman who struggles. I don't know how it is with the white people, okay, with the white cousins, but I don't like it. And I'm thinking this might not be a good match. I'm thinking it might not be a good match. I'm thinking Caitlyn and Devin might not be a good match. It's too much emotional trauma and drama. Okay, because of the hard relationships she's had, being beaten up, being abused, not physically, but just being in bad relationships where the men are controlled. She's gonna need too much from him, and I don't think he's ready to give that. Yeah. I'm thinking this is. I think what they want, the big giant, the Sweeney girl, all of those things are good and they match. But I think emotionally, I don't think they're gonna work. I think she's gonna be too needy. I think she's gonna be too needy, and I think he wants a girl who is not as needy. That's what I'm feeling and picking up in the spirit. Okay, but we shall see. I'm thinking. Oh Lord! So far, 6 couples a bust for me. 6 couples are a bust. No spoilers. I don't want no spoilers. Don't send me no spoilers. Don't comment no spoilers in my comments. Okay. No spoilers until I do all the weddings, and then I give you what I think. Then we can talk about the spoilers. But until then, I don't want any, okay? Because I like to see how I do, okay? So it's their wedding. It's their wedding. Caitlyn's getting married, getting ready, and she mentioned that she's a girl dad, and I still don't understand how she was in all those abuse.
He is a girl dad. Did you see him this morning? No. Oh, I'm so scared. My dad doesn't take giving us away lightly. Marrying somebody you've never met before is not something that he is pumped about.
I'm making the assumption that 99.999% of dads are not pumped about it. And again, I don't understand how he's a girl dad, but you've been in all of these extremely bad, terrible relationships, because why wasn't your dad there to guide you, unless she wasn't listening? Maybe she wasn't. We go over to Devin, and he has on this ugly green suit. I just don't understand. Why can't we just stick to the traditional colors for weddings? Then the whole sunglasses on his hair. You want to tell me somebody couldn't tell him to take that off? Ghetto, fabulous. And I just cannot. So this is his mama and grandma. Very emotional. His mama looked like she don't have no bra on.
The other day, I found the note that I wrote in June '99.
Oh,
that said you were going to be a bright star in this world.
Very nice. That's very sweet, Grandma, and very emotional. Isn't that cute? That is so cute. I still have your grandmother. I love it. So Caitlyn is on the way to the wedding, and the daddy and the family is walking down, and he's having this whole emotional breakdown. And again, her being a girl dad and dad, and this, it just don't add up. And her, I don't.
This is just ridiculous.
That's the daddy.
I love those flowers.
The flowers. Oh, let me just say, Caitlyn wedding to me was the most colorful with the flowers. That would be something I would like. I love all those beautiful flowers.
Have gold chairs. I don't care.
Look at the daddy.
Okay, the visiting team's coming in. You know, and at some point in time, I gotta meet all these fuckers. Like, I'm not talking.
That sometimes I have to meet all these effers. He's so ghetto.
People I don't even want to talk to. And I'm just, I cringe.
Her dad is actually, I don't think anybody's worse than Logic, Mecca's daddy. I don't know. I don't think anybody's worse than Mecca's daddy. Yeah, take that back.
A lot of people over there that seem friendly, like they're smiling and, you know.
They're probably drunk.
He talking about Caitlyn's bridesmaids are drunk while he's the one that looked drunk and is acting drunk. That is so funny.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, are you? You're me and your son-in-law?
I'll punch you right in the face.
You're trying to punch the bridesmaid in the face. Here come Devin with the ghetto blue suit, green suit. I don't understand.
That's my boy.
Why?
Yes, ladies.
Why the sunglasses? I don't understand. I don't understand the sunglasses. Why? So Caitlyn's dad, even though he's a girl dad and he doesn't take giving us away lightly, is not walking her down the aisle.
She's coming.
Wow. I feel like she should have had somebody to walk her down the aisle, an uncle, a friend, somebody. to walk her down to the aisle. Okay. She gets down to the aisle and they have a little, it's goofy. And then the daddy stands up and show his whole ASSSS. Okay.
So this thing is crazy to me.
In the midst of the officiant talking, here he go.
This is my baby right here. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is way outside the box for me. This whole thing. I'm pretty old school. I'm a mess. It is super hard to give her away.
But you're not giving her away. You didn't walk her down the aisle. And again, I not understand all of this when she says she's been in all these toxic relationships. Girls who have good fathers involved in their lives that's guiding them along the way do not have all these toxic relationships that Caitlyn's talking about. So something is not right. And I need to know what's not right because it's not right. Something's off. You need to tell us. All this falling out of, oh my girl, my baby girl.
As uncomfortable as this is for me, it's her life, not mine, for good or for bad. I don't know what it's going to look like on the other side, but I'm like, I trust her so much. And, my hope would be that this turns into something amazing, right?
And let me just say, Devin looks like his mom. His mom is the one in the green. Okay. She looks like a beach bum. I'm trying to do better. Yeah, I don't understand the Caitlyn, the daddy. I don't understand it. Maybe y'all could explain it to me, okay? So they get married. It was beautiful. The pictures are beautiful. I just absolutely hate his green suit. I just don't understand why you would choose to wear this to your wedding. I don't get it. Why? Something Caitlyn says that's given me pause. She said, I value risk and blind faith. Yes, we know, because that's why you have all those toxic relationships, because you value risk. You're taking a risk with your life and blind faith. Oh, dear God. Dear Jesus, no wonder. It makes sense now. It's starting to make sense to me, because there is no way I am taking a risk with my life. She also says at the altar that he's not responsible for her keys and when she's out of the house. And I feel like she's going to be too much, as in she's too needy for him. And I'm having second thoughts about this couple. I just don't see it. So they got married and she's a wife.
That's crazy. I think there was an instant connection. I feel like we were going back and forth and joking. Also, I love like an athlete, so definitely attracted to him.
Okay, that's good. She's attracted to him. He's a big guy. He's an athlete.
My new wife's name is Caitlyn. She's beautiful. I fucking love her eyes. She has beautiful, beautiful eyes. She seems like the kind to run into the woods with me, so cameras, stay away from me.
He's not bad looking. Devin, I must say, he's not bad looking. Yeah, he's not bad looking. So I think their wedding decor was absolutely beautiful. Her dress was okay, and his suit, please burn it. Hashtag burn it. Hashtag burn it, okay? So that was cute. The wedding was cute. The dad, I don't understand. And it's time for me to go. gosh, I thought I was going to get through more of my notes. Maybe we should end it there. Okay, let's end it there. And then we'll pick up with the receptions. And then we'll come back and talk about our girl, Nikki. Also, I see some people hating on Nikki online. Show me your man. Show me your man, girl. Show me yours, man. I love you, cousins. I absolutely adore you. Let me know what you think about Caitlyn and Devin. Based on what they want, the physicality and stuff like that, I think they're a match. They're attracted sexually towards each other, but I think the emotional traumas is not going to work out for them. He has his own emotional stuff that he needs to work out with his dad. She has her emotional stuff she needs to work out within herself. And I just don't think with the emotions it's going to work out for them. So far, based on me reviewing these videos, let me tell you what I think, and I'll come back and do a video. Nikki, and I mean, this is above. We don't know. We already know that. Okay. I'm gonna come back and do a video. But so far, they're a bust. Everybody except I think Michelle and Cameron is going to be okay because they're both in the place where they need each other, and I think they're willing to do the work, except Cameron talk about he needs his space. I don't understand. Why did you get married? I love you, my cousins. I want to remind you the husband profile is coming up in September. If you want to take it, the link is below. Sign up. Email me so we can do our one-on-ones. I absolutely love you. I adore you. Let me know what you think about this. Talk to you later. Mwah. Bye.